player receives an update from his representative.
On a blistering hot day in Houston, the roof is closed and the AC is going full steam. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Houston Astros. The Astros look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Lance McCullers, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss.
Stepping in, Jose Altuve. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty B, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in third place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
3-1 to him now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. He lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Carlos Correa is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes. Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-2. On it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Into the box, George Springer. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Well, today's game provides the Astros with a chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Digging in, Josh Reddick.
Batting fifth.
First offering on its way.
Josh.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and into bat next it'll be Tyler White. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Bregman is off at first with 2 away. Popped up. But this will land untouched. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back easily. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. So it's no runs on. Leading off the inning, Alan Bennett, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called to strike.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Popped straight up. Here comes Upton. It's in there, though, a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third. Now in the box, Max Stassi. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now a move over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Digging in, Jose Altuve. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at bat, that was a terrific at bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Runners on first with one down. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find his point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
A 2-0 count to the Astros DH. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Justin Upton will start things out when we return. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Angels are out in front 2-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Fouled away. It's popped up. Montano has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. In there, strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now he'll step off. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Josh Reddick is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Fastball just inside.
2 strikes.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Count remains 2-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 2-out hit. That'll bring Alex Bregman to the plate as well. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. First delivery to him on the way. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Front door curve is taken, strike 2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Number 71 is under it, and he makes the catch for out. Tyler White will bat next. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's really had it going into the month of June, currently leading the AL in that department. Alan Bennett is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Swing, drive, a leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Last time through was a base hit. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. And he fouls this one off. And he'll step off. Shot toward right center. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2. 1 run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. And Altuve is into third base with a triple. So stepping in, Travis Jankowski, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. This is pulled into right. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. And not in time as the run scores. Stepping into the box, Carlos Correa. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's George Springer. Has a look, now the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
Jankowski makes a break for second. Pitch is high. The throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. The 3-0 pitch. And, oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
And another foul ball. Payoff pitch on its way. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Hansel Robles enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
Friday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it's coming up next. John Cross will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Striding in, Mario Ilez, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Mario.
Here comes the first pitch. 2nd and 4 on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to Matt before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I think the guy to watch is Matt Duffy, the Duff Man. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. 2 gone. Ready now, Matt Duffy. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Fouled off. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Duffy, often known as the Duff Man in baseball circles. He was taken in the 18th. They're in the first-year player draft of 2012. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Now the Angels. Here's C.J. Cron now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
And another foul ball. Another 0-2 home. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that. Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next will be Willie Adames. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Hard hit ball to second. And there are 2 away now. Standing in, Joey Wendell. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
Joey Wendell.
First pitch on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that, a lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. That pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Popped up. Montano over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Rays strand just the one. Still down 3-0. Now to the plate, number 11. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Behind 0-2 now. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1 ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. And he gets ahead 0-1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Devin Mesoraco is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. In now, Mario Ilez swings and grounds it toward the hole. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Daniel Robertson, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
There's Owings to make the play, and that's the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Duffy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Matt Duffy.
First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. In now, C.J. Cron. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled away.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, guys, that fires me up right there. He stuck his nose in there, grinded out a 10-pitch AB, and delivers the knock. That was fun to watch.
Standing in now, Willie Adames, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Crone leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Ground ball left side. LaStella fields it cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. One. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's really had it going into the month of June, currently leading the AL in that department.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Digging in to try it again, number 11. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
And it's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
The 1-2. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. And it's to 2-2 now, with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And it's fouled away. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it, as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now, as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
No balls and a strike to count. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. That one catches the edge of the zone, called the strike. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he struck him out.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Stepping in now, Daniel Robertson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, 1 strike away from 6 shutout innings against this lineup. We have a gem on our hands, and the bullpen will be well rested.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Standing in, Matt Duffy, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1-0 the count. Line hard to center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going. Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
No hits to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Joey Wendell is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Justin Upton will start things out when we return. Bottom of the 7th now from Anaheim. Get up and stretch. It's the Angels 5, the Rays nothing. Now batting, Brandon Lowe. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
A ball and a strike.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Gone to lead off the inning. Here comes the Angels manager now as he makes the slow walk toward the mound.
Now pitching for the Angels.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Los Angeles posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. John Cross pitches his way to a league-leading 12th win of the year. Diego Castillo couldn't work out of the third inning, taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Chicago Cubs. The Halos look to end this three-game interleague series with a sweep next. Trevor Bauer starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Play ball.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Albert Almora.
Strike taken up in the zone. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, both the first 2 games of this series have been nail-biters, but they've been able to find a way to win. And if you're going to the postseason, you need to be good in one-run games.
No doubt about it, D-Row. They always say, hey, it's easy to win those blowout games, games that get out of hand. But there have been 2 nail-biters so far in this one. They've won both, and they'd like nothing more to continue their winning ways and win this one here today.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He comes into this one among the leaders in slugging percentage. How about top 5 in the National League? I love watching him when he comes up to the plate. There's an electricity about him. He's got power and he's got that swagger that you just can't miss.
Batting second. The second
so
baseman,
in now for Chicago, Daniel Descalso. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. So far this season, Descalso carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, one man out. Descalso behind 1-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fastball laid off well below the knees. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. High in the air out to center field. Trout is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. The pitcher, John Cross, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. And now still not ready just yet as he steps out for a second time here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Off the plate and low here, ball one. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
These teams don't match up all that often, but due to interleague, they get a chance to play this season, and it's really difficult to sweep a team in a 3-game series when you don't play that team all that often.
And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card and you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport, Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. One out, nobody on. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
2-2 the count. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. The 1-2. Back up the middle. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike. Able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And he'd have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. There's one. Back to first, and great work by the pitcher hustling over to cover as he takes the throw for the 3-6-1 double play. Here's Javier Baez. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Hey, that's okay. You can look at that a bunch of different ways. That's a well-executed pitch and count leverage, a nice breaking ball he snapped over, or you can look at it as a respect factor thing. He does not want to challenge you in a big spot.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They're down 2-0. Brad Brock answers the call now from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Brock.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, John Cross. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will get there as the Angels are in business with a leadoff double. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
Coming to the plate now, Malcolm Lynch.
Malcolm Lynch.
The 0-1 on its way. Hit on the ground to third. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Runners going. In there. Now the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Putting a lot of pressure on him here to start the inning. Runners on the corners, and they send the runner from first. Got in there safely, and now that takes the double play possibility away and gives them two guys in scoring position.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Peralta has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And this throw gets away from him. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report. We see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So digging in now, Justin Upton. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Throw on to first will be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side. At the plate, Albert Almora. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department.
Now batting. The
first pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
No balls and 1 strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strikes.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline, and he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. Riding in once again, David Peralta. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Trying to send him packing for the second time. On the ground to the left side. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Boy, this is an absolute gift for them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
Peralta gets his lead at first, nobody out. Stays alive, still 0-2. And he popped him up, but this will land untouched. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. Fouled off. Now a throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. The 2-2 one more time. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Liner toward right center. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. Settling in now, Wilson Contreras, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
To second for 1, on to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Mauricio Calderon will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 1, Mauricio.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the Ivy. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Roll. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. 5 innings complete. Angels are out in front 2-1. Digging in once again, John Cross. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Here's the 1-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Albert Almora. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Ready for another shot now. Daniel Descalzo. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The second baseman, Daniel.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And it's fouled away. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. So a full count now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant.
The third baseman,
Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lifted in the air to center. Trout has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brandon Nimmo, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Brandon Nimmo is retired for the 1st out in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
the left fielder, number 7.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball on the inner 3rd taken for a strike. Ball 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Two and two.
Outside.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Upton. Oh, and this deflects right off him. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case. Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they